Hello everyone, we are back with more Cataclysm. We are still playing as Ark, the female military recruit. She has been quite damaged in the helicopter crash. Our arms have taken a real beating. I don't feel that we can do anything about that just now. And we, in the last episode, explored the ranch. I think the question is, do we want to make this kind of our base, right? Because I generally pick the first thing I come across to be our temporary base. There's just a lab hanging out really close to this. What is this down here? Cemetery. So unfortunately we're not very close to anything else that would really benefit us except for this small, very, very small town. Thankfully we do have a vehicle in this ranch. We're not going to use it just yet. We're going to explore this town and we're going to bring back the supplies to this building, which we will then try to load into the vehicle if we can, or on our person if need be. No, that's... yes. It's kind of peculiar to me that that this is the entrance and yet this is parked 90 degrees from the entrance, which means in order to use this vehicle we're going to have to back it up and pull it forward until we can orient ourselves and get out of here. I feel like that was a mistake on the part of the person who made this in their map gen, but who am I to judge, I guess. So we're gonna explore. This should be like a super awesome throwing weapon, but it's not. That's okay. So we're going to explore this town. First we're going to drop all of the things that we've picked up so far, just to save ourselves. We are wearing tack gloves, so we don't need to work gloves. We don't need a second pitchfork, a trowel, or a radio. We are going to hang on to the pocket watch because it allows us to see the precise time right here. Also going to pull the mini map back up because I made the text so huge, I have to close the mini map to read a lot of the messages. And we're going to head out and we're going to explore this town and hopefully not get overwhelmed. Can this pitchfork also make reach weapons, or reach attacks? Yes it can, which is fantastic. Oh, we seem to be on the inside of the fence. We don't want that. We want to be on the outside. Oh, the town is literally right here. So there may not even be that many zombies. Nothing there. Oh, I stepped way out in the open by mistake. Shocker brute and giant ant. Neither have spotted me. I'm going to retreat to the rear of the building and go in the back door so we can explore just a bit. I'm going to take basically everything. Thought that was a toolbox and got really excited. Take everything that seems remotely valuable. Actually, we don't want the entire lawnmower. We just want the blades out of the lawnmower because they are used in crafting. So if we drop this, can we disassemble this? We need a wrench, which we do not have. Let's check this out again. What do we see here? Drive belts and headlights. Not a super concern. A lot of open windows. We do see a giant ant. The door is locked. We never did make a crowbar. Hopefully no one heard that. Made ourselves a crowbar. See if we can pop these windows. Get inside here. There is a bloody corpse in there. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of corpses. Which is of concern because this means the ants are engaging the zombies, which means the ants will already be hostile. Some canned soup is just a fantastic find. Just some bathrooms, I guess. Door is locked, but I have a crowbar. Some dried rice. That is a giant ant that will absolutely devastate us. See if we can book it away from you. Can't close it from outside. So this town is not a good place to be as a result of the ants. So I think what we're going to do, we've secured a small amount of food. I think we're going to retreat to this place. We are going to grab everything, and we are going to attempt to circumvent this town. I've been saying circumvent a little too often, I think, in these recordings. We're going to do our best to navigate around the town, or through the town rather, and we'll head down here and hopefully we'll come across something a little more tame. Those ants will spell death for us because they tend to be... Now this... Okay, thank you. I was going to say, the engine started... It's been a while since I've done this. Okay. So we want to pull forward. There we go. Let's zoom out. I tend to zoom out while driving. Hopefully this is still visible for you. Or still of, watchable. A lot of vehicles here. Still a shocker brute. Where did you get to? Up there. You know what? We're gonna stop the tractor. Shouldn't have turned off the engine. In case they come at us. There's nothing in that vehicle. Nothing in that vehicle. Do you work? No gasoline? You have something in your trunk? Some junk probably. And we're just gonna... Shouldn't have turned it off because it had such trouble starting up before. This time it started right up for us. I mean, they don't seem to be too concerned with us. Now we've been spotted. So we're gonna speed up a little bit. And we're gonna head down the road. A lot of ants. Trying to avoid hitting them as best I can. Because hitting them will damage the vehicle. Something... exploded, it sounded like. And we're going to head south because it's really the only direction we can go. We're not going to try to get in the lab, of course. It's way too early. Labs are a more advanced building for more advanced players. Ton of ants still, even though we've moved quite far away. Not happy about this. Ants are one of those things that quickly overwhelm your game if you're not prepared to deal with them. Go ahead and stop driving. Check this vehicle out. Enough wheels, 2 liters of gas. Yeah, yes gas, yes car battery. What about the engine? Is the engine workable? Let's look at the vehicle. How do we do that? 2 hours until empty. This says it's 161% an hour. Oh, okay. It's enough to... Right, okay. Gasoline is considerably easier to find than diesel, although this vehicle is more banged up than the previous. It also has storage spaces, so we're definitely going to take this, I think. There's a border collie. Hey, pupper. There are some zombies in the graveyard we're not going to concern ourselves with. There is a larger town down here. Unfortunately, you know what? I don't care. Let's just plow through some zombies. You would think I'd be more interested in conserving. Oh look, there's one of my recent addition zombies, which are supposed to be headless. Sure seems like they nerfed vehicle damage, because it used to be real easy to just plow through hordes of zombies without any issue. I also seem to be missing them every single time. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing a ton of damage because they are surviving it. Smash. Yeah, he seems very resilient. Let's hit this smoker so we don't have to deal with them hiding the other zombies. Just missing over and over. Like we're literally just pushing a zombie around at this point. We're not even... We didn't even kill the smoker. We're now blinded. Don't remember if there were vehicles around. Not doing so great. Thought this would be a lot easier. We seem to have plowed into a boulder and come to a stop. So our vehicle is trashed. Let's look at our vehicle. We still seem to have everything. This was a mistake, I think. Where did you idiots come from? I thought I killed all of you. We're just going to keep backing up and making reach attacks so they're never within real distance to harm us. And once we've dispatched all the ones pursuing us, we'll go back and smash all of these corpses and seek to loot all of these corpses. We already have a knife. We will inevitably miss one when we're trying to pulp everything. Cash card, yes. Pistol, yes. Still running. Shouldn't be running. Zoom out. Corpses to our north and south. Let's move north first, because south is ultimately where we want to go. Nothing interesting on any of them. Seems to be all of them up here. Maybe it was a waste to spend our vehicle in such a way, but given how poorly I've been playing so far, I'm not that hurt about it. I'm not that tore up about it. So I recently added some zombies to the game, one of which is the green Z to our left. Let's deal with this guy first. I still don't know this tile set, so some of this stuff is a little confusing to me. So if we look here, we have what is this? The brainless zombie. It's a zombie like any other, except that its features and skull have been devastated. How do we view a larger description of this? Skull have been devastated. It's unclear what caused the damage, but between the scraps of flesh you can see that its face and brain are gone, though, really? Did I make the description that long? How do we... Whatever. Point is, it's missing its brain and most of its face, and it is basically blind and dumb, and you'll see we can stand right here and it doesn't spot us. It was added after someone had suggested we make headless zombies in the game, and I thought, you know, I could do that, so I went and I did that. I mean, I put my own spin on it. Instead of making them headless, I made them, you know, brainless. And then they also have upgraded version, one of which we saw while we were driving our car and trashing zombies, was the listener zombie, which is just a brainless zombie that has grown basically very large ears to compensate for its lack of vision and smell. Just gonna gather everything right now. Let's look at the town now that we're closer. It mostly just seems to be a collection of houses. There's a park, so I think we can just make this house our base for now, and we'll gather supplies from the surrounding town and bring them back to this centralized location. And then when we are ready to move on, matchbook, very important to get fire early on. Once we are ready to move on, we will search through all of the stuff we've gathered and choose what we will take with us. Nope. Close this, close that, close that, close that. Cigarettes, sombrero, no thank you. A brazier. Okay, nope, didn't mean to do that. So that is a glass walled area. We don't want to go out there. Let's bring the mini-map back up so we can spot if any enemies appear. There is a zombie. We're going to close the blinds to prevent as many of them from seeing us as possible. Drinks are good. We should eat something soon. Close these in case some of those zombies we missed resurrect. Tailor's kit, very good find. Macaroni. Okay, so we're starting to run out of objects. or space for objects. So what we're going to do, we're going to start making piles. Every Cataclysm player makes piles. So we're going to drop, we'll make this clothes, make this tools, things we don't actually need to carry with us but serve a very important purpose. We'll hang on to the matches. Funnel can go here. Flashlight we don't necessarily need. Cell phone, no. Hang on to the cash cards. We'll make this a weapon pile. We'll make this a drink. Actually, we're going to put the food in the kitchen, of course. We'll put the drinks over here. All drink related items. We'll put the food items right next to the stove. Make a medicine pile. Make a book pile. These jars and jerry cans will go by the stove / drink portion. Now, I was just thinking I need a jerry can. What did I need a jerry can for? Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to drop our jerry can. We're going to move it away from the building because I don't know if roofs in any way affect this. Put down the jerry can and we will pick up our funnel. And we'll set that up to collect rainwater, so we will start getting a source of water. Place the funnel waiting to collect the rain. Very good. We have spotted a zombie. Where do we see a zombie? Oh, it's another brainless zombie down south. Not a concern. He won't detect us unless we're within one tile of him. What else do we have? And then we'll have a miscellaneous crafting pile, which we want to put near the fire so that it's easily acceptable, or easily accessible for when we want to craft. These can go in the tools section. The casing can go in the weapons section. So now we're down to 1.53 volume of 28. Let's check out the map again. I guess we'll just check out the houses close to us. Actually, we were in the middle of looting this particular building. We want the macaroni. The pot can stay there. Bologna. We'll take all of that. I do notice that we're quite hungry and thirsty, so we're going to deal with this here, I think. Very thirsty and slightly hungry. Let's eat. What's the shortest? So 5 days left on the vegetable salad. That's fine. We'll eat that. We could just eat some loose bologna, but that's not very filling. The meats are currently, you know what we'll do? Why can't you break a table, man? Come on. We'll take all of the wood that we can carry. We'll drop that here. This will be our wood pile. And we will mark a firewood source. There we go. Mark that. We will move one. Nope. One. There we go. Throw that in the oven. We'll spark that up. Hopefully that doesn't consume a pot. We're going to move the pot to where we're standing just in case that would burn the pot. And we're going to craft. We're going to activate the pot to heat up. Let's go with the meat soup. Defrost and heat up the food. So we'll eat the meat soup, which is very filling. I thought it would give us more quench than that because it's soup, but apparently not. And we'll go down here and we will drink. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Drink the energy cola just to take. Oh, that didn't even refresh our thirst. Let's go with the pale ale. That should boost our mood and deal with the pain a little bit. If we look, you'll see we have a mild painkiller effect, which is a result of and stimulants. Oh, that's the energy drink. I was gonna say I don't think beer is a stimulant, but we drank some alcohol, which lowers our. Oh, it didn't lower anything. It just boosted our strength. Well, good. It also acts as a mild painkiller, which is good because we're still quite injured from the helicopter crash. Our arms are still cold. I'm just very confused by why that is. Because if we look at arms, we are wearing a jacket, which is a 20 warmth item. So I just don't understand why they're so cold. Like, it's negative 42 is extremely cold. Apparently the undershirt maybe doesn't have sleeves. I don't know. I don't think we spotted any torso clothing in the building. We will eventually come across some. A little dangerous to do this, but close those. Okay. A lighter we'll take. A mop we will not. So no clothes in there. That's unfortunate. We're going to drop our chewing gum up here with our medicine items. I believe it was this pile. What else? Some nails and an empty can. Okay, we're going to drop the nails. We're going to drop the matchbook because I'd rather have a lighter. And we'll drop the empty can with the beverages in case we need a container at some point. And we're going to mark this building as explored, and we're going to head south to the next building. Again, pretty cautiously. Let's look at our messages. To the south you hear kerblam, your ears ring. From the south you hear kerblam. That's not good, and it's not good because there's a dead zombie over there. Oh, it's a dead animal, I guess. And it's not good because, I appear to be deaf from... It's either a landmines, a minefield is what I meant to say, or it's turrets. And either way, they're going to be making a lot of noise, which will draw the undead in this direction, which is a concern. Milk, we are lactose intolerant, but we can use the jug. We will unload it by pouring it. Nope, that was the wrong thing. Pouring it on the ground. We'll just take the empty gallon jug because you can't have enough empty gallon jugs. Close all the windows as we progress. This house has a basement, which is a little concerning. Oh, I thought there was a door behind that. The layout of this house doesn't make any sense. Whoever made this didn't really think things through. That shady zombie may have spotted us. Although it has bad vision in the daytime, it has spotted us. We're going to fight it in the light area if we can, because they disappear when they get in the shadows. Take his cash card. Now the unfortunate bit is that we can no longer close this broken window. We'll take the string. Very open to the south here. Okay, it opens up on open space rather than more town, which is good because there's unlikely to be as much stuff. Oh, no, so there are turrets down there, and this is a very misleading patch of water because there's just more road down here. So you'll see there's a turret, quite a bit of damage around it. Turrets are not good. They will murder us in a second if we get within range of them. On the plus side, they do kill zombies, which is always good. We will definitely take the cargo pants. And we're going to very carefully check out the basement. There are some dangerous basements in the game. And you never really know. That's a brainless zombie. That's the blind one we were talking about. Oh, there we go. But blah, blah, blah. The flesh, you can see that its face and brain are gone, though its ears are intact. So we're going to kill this idiot. Okay, he appeared to vanish, which was of some concern. We'll take his cell phone. Computer science. I don't know what books. I never remember what books I pick up, so I'll just generally grab them all. I'm cautious because there may be other zombies here. There is a listener zombie. This is the upgraded version of... I thought I made them a lot more rare, but we've seen quite a few of them already. So if we look at this fella... Why are you not... the head of this zombie was once obviously destroyed. The gaps in its face and its scraps of face are now filling with a peculiar gray goo. That's not the entire description. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Human ears hang from the sides, enormous and unsettling. Thin slits at the front suggest it may be able to see. Now this is the upgraded version. It has very good hearing. But that's about it. It's really not very difficult. It's more like a little less difficult than a tough zombie. I guess we'll just take everything. Tequila. I do not know what these are. A clean water source. It just seems to be loose clean water, and I can just pick it up. I don't... Why can't I just pick up water? And what is this thing? That is a furnace. Water. Oh, it's a water heater. That's neat. I don't think I've seen a water heater in the game before. That's pretty cool, and it even gives clean water, which is really nice. So why don't we drink from this? And now we've sated our thirst, which is good. And we'll mark this house as explored. Now you'll see there are houses further south, but we're not going to go that way. What does that say? Pond. Okay, yes. Because the turrets are down here, we'll wait until nighttime when we can kind of safely skirt around them. I think, what's our inventory look like? Half. I think we will just go across the street to this other house. And we'll check that out. This looks like it has a garage, which is good. You can sometimes find full working vehicles in garages. There are the turrets. 2 anti-material turrets. I do not know what those are, but I bet they have crazy range on them. Yeah, so 50 caliber. Anti-material rifle refers to a rifle that can be used to, you think like anti-vehicle, anti-tank, you know, shoot through the engine block of a plane, that kind of, or yeah, plane, of a boat or something. Countless car bombing. Yeah, stops car bombing attempts. I'm very concerned because I suspect that that has an extremely long range, and we are currently 47 tiles away from it. So I'm going to very cautiously approach, and if it starts shooting, it will probably hit the vehicle. Screwdriver we will definitely take. How's this vehicle looking? No wheels. Okay. We're just going to go check out the building. Yeah, I'm very concerned that those have an extreme range, which could be a real issue for us. I'd hate to catch a 50 caliber bullet to the torso. Some tea, very good. Gloves we don't need. I don't know what that medication is. A Treupan. I don't know that by name. Oh, it's an antibiotic. Fantastic. So if we get bit or something, or infected rather, we will be okay. There, somehow I know there's a bike in there, although my character didn't see it, I don't think. So how would I know that there's a motorcycle in there? Whatever. Still looking for a piece of clothing that can cover our arms. I don't want to freeze here. Food dehydrator, very nice find. Is this a bicycle or a motor? It is a motorcycle. It has wheels, very low on gasoline, and it has a faulty engine, which is a real problem, and a motorbike battery. Let's see if we can mend the engine. It requires a water pump, which we do not have, so that's really unfortunate. One thing I really dislike about Cataclysm, you'll see if I move to the control section and press the button. Oh, it started up. No shit. Okay. Well, I was about to complain about something that appears not to be an issue. So that's pretty awesome. So we got a motorbike in there if we need it. I do like motorcycles early game. Concerned by the broken windows. I don't think we need another flashlight, but we'll take it anyway. A great coat, but it's a poor fit. That would be extremely warm, but it's also very voluminous. Voluminous? I don't know. First aid kit. Second first aid kit we found. I assume this is just the back door. Nope. Another towel, sure. Classic literature. Very hoity-toity. Still looking for something warm to wear on my arms. There's a terminal in here. Broken console, okay. Lemon lime soda. We're gonna mark this as explored. There is a house to the south of us, but we're gonna retreat to our initial home to drop off the supplies that we've gathered. And I think that's probably where we're gonna call this episode. In between, I will unload our stuff into our piles, and then we will, in the next episode, probably continue exploring this town. Probably go here, and then we will start working our way over to the more, what I assume is more densely populated area. This does appear to be a slightly larger town, so hopefully there are some shops and things, and it's not all just looting houses over and over and over. Although there's a good diversity to houses in the realm of layouts, they tend to have the same kind of supplies over and over. So we're going to call this one here. We're going to save the game. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more Cataclysm in the future. Hope you liked the video.